Now I want to on a serious note. The baby has been in some issues recently because of some what I would call pro-heterosexual statements that come across as
Sexist.
homophobic. And we were talking about sensitivity. Everybody's so sensitive now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, in a way, the LGBTQ
Plus, yeah.
community is kind of bullying hip hop?
Nobody want to talk about it, right?
Let me tell you what they're doing. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They standing their ground.
Right.
And they fucking with anybody that challenges that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, that's what they doing. Whether it's right or wrong, that's what they doing. If somebody says something, they attacking. To make everybody else know, don't say that shit. Don't say anything close to that shit.
Right.
You understand? And like, whether they right or wrong, they're in unison.
It's effective.
And they standing together, and it is effective. They making niggas apologize that said they would never apologize.
Right. But do you feel like hip hop is being targeted?
No. Hip hop is so popular.
Not more than anything else.
Right. Hip hop is so
Not
popular.
more than anything else.
I think I'm agreeing. I agree. I think they pull those guns on anybody who want it.
Play that
Like
game,
anybody who
yeah.
get
Right.
close.
And we're dealing with a popular music form.
Right.
Rap is super popular. So
The most popular.
Right. Anything that's said is going to be magnified. So by the baby doing that, it's magnified. He's a huge artist.
Mm-hmm.
He was on a huge stage at the time. What was it, Rolling Loud?
Yeah.
Right. So all of that combined, it makes for what we see now. Chaos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I get the feeling
I don't
that
think they're picking on
you
us.
think they attack rappers?
I feel like rappers are feeling attacked.
Well, I
They're
think
feeling like I can't. Like,
Freedom
okay,
of speech is gone?
All right, we there's a gay pride day, celebrate it, wonderful, but there's no straight pride day. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
That's every day.
So why is it you can celebrate that, but I can't celebrate not being what I am?
But we do though. Like in hip hop, we talk about, pardon my French, fucking bitches all the time.
Right.
Like we celebrate being straight constantly, all the time. Again, I'm with Arson. Like they will pull that.
But we don't
gun
get a parade for it.
Yeah, sure you do. It's every other parade. It's the Puerto Rican Day parade. It's a Thanksgiving Day parade. It's
Definitely the Puerto Rican Day.
Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans.
It's every other parade where the women are scantily clad and the men are clapping. Like it's every other. And again, I can't say anything different. Like I think anybody can get it. I think if a comedian steps too far out of line, they'll get it from them too. I think if it's a commercial that's a little, they don't like it, they'll get it too. Like they aim that, they're not discriminatory of where they point that gun. It's just that we are a huge target because we're super
They got to learn how to deal with words, man. That's the problem. Like at the end of the day, like if we want to bring it back to, not to go in reverse, but like racism, right?
Right.
People have said negative shit about black people for years.
Right.
If we let that bother us every time, you know how far back we would be set? You understand? Like,
Right.
so the LGBTQ plus community, they got to learn how to deal with words. This shit is words.
But
Right.
You understand?
That the black people that was in power when racism was being spoke of, where it was the greatness, is not as strong as the other people that's in power right now.
Because that's not a community where it's one color on a paintbrush. It's a mixed community.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Them niggas is all walks of life.
Yeah,
Chinese, black, white, female, man. You know what I mean? Like,
and they got one common goal.
Yeah,
They got one thing in common, and they got a common goal. And when we start talking unity, hands down.
That's the same thing with any group. Any group could take that position.
Right.
Straight people could take that position. People of righteousness could take that
1,000,000%.
Any group could take that position. That group happened to take that position and stick together, and other groups are being intimidated by it for whatever reason, because that group might happen to have people that are in positions that connect them to the so-called bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't want to compromise this so-called bad.
We should watch and learn.
America do it over
Yeah, because
should watch and
I've
learn.
had people on the show that when certain topics come up, and somebody takes a strong approach towards it, like I've had to.
Like, look,
end
I'm
shows.
Jamaican, so I grew up like gayness in the Jamaican community when I was growing up was like, it was insane, my nigga, trust me. Like, if something gay on TV came on, like back in the day, my father switched the channel quick and be tight. Like, yo, what the fuck? Type, you know what I mean? Like, tight.
Right.
And I couldn't understand it when I was young. I'm like, why is he so mad? Like, he ain't gay. Why the fuck he so mad?
Right.
But it's the culture he grew up in. Like in Jamaica, that wasn't stood for at all. Like niggas would get stoned and it was
they had
crazy.
hit records about.
Boom,
know,
bye, bye.
yeah.
They
Get 'em
got
outta here.
censored too. They got censored after a while.
Right.
Reggae on the radio.
Yeah.
The reason why there's no more reggae on the radio is for that reason.
But the point that I'm making is I had to learn how to get out of that train of thought growing up. You understand? Because I know gay niggas, cool gay niggas, chicks, it don't matter. I don't care about none of that shit. If it don't bother me, I don't care.
Right.
Y'all niggas can do whatever you want to do. I can still be cool with y'all niggas. It's all good.
Right.
But the generation before me, my father, and shit, they couldn't do that.
Right.
Because they already had a stigma in their brain of this ain't right. This ain't the godly way. God ain't for this. You understand? Like, so you kind of just gotta know this is a different day and age. We can't think like that no more. But I think a lot of the gay community think we do all still think like that. I could care less.
I mean,
If you're a good person, you're a good person. I don't care what you look like, what your race is, it don't matter.
I understand the enthusiasm behind them and why, because I remember the days when, you know, if there was a kid that was a little, you know, his wrist was a little loose in school, you know, people used to beat him up and make him feel away. Or you know, we became teenagers and these type of guys would walk through the neighborhood and, you know, somebody wouldn't like it. And
When
they
you
just
think about it,
punch
which
them
is
in the
fucking
face. You dig what
stupid.
I'm saying?
That's like when niggas used to order shit from the takeout nigga and fuck up the delivery man. Like, why? It's like stupid
It's
shit
just
that we
stupid
look
shit.
back on now as adults. Like, yo, why did niggas do that when we
Right.
was growing up?
But
That's
understand
Why
now,
did you think
but
it was funny?
dumb. No, of
Why
course.
were you entertained by it?
you
That's the
want do you
question I
want
have.
you want the deep answer as far as us being taught violence
No, I want to get something
and
to
having
eat
to
soon,
deal
so-
with that?
I want to get something to eat soon, so
All right, cool.
keep this.
All right, cool. So we can resume another.
This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you